KTLA's Lauren Sivan live in Palms tonight with the surveillance video that the cops want you to see. Hello, Lauren.
Hi there, Rick. Yeah, that's right. Police say they really want to nab these 3 thieves before they hit another business. Tonight, the meat and poultry giant announced it is suspending production at one of their plants in the wake of this salmonella outbreak.
This is a Fox News alert from America's Newsroom. I'm Lauren Sivan. North Korea saying it has successfully conducted an underground nuclear test. We have this test today. We had the one back in April. How would you describe right now the relationship between Washington and Pyongyang?
Well, Lauren, it hasn't been very good for many years, really.
Oh, boy. Well, this is a cereal that may really bring out the tiger in you. Sex cereal. It's being billed as a performance-enhancing breakfast treat.
If you're a young kid right now, watching this, you want to get into jazz. It's tough to find mentors nowadays, especially because they're getting rid of all the music programs in school. Yeah. You had 2 mentors in your family.
Yes.
You were lucky.
Yeah, my father and my great uncle.
Well, Elizabeth's parents, they tell me they are pressuring their congressmen, their senators for help, and they might make the trip over to China themselves if they are not released soon, Chef.
Lauren Sivan, what a story. Thank you.
When bodies were discovered along this shoreline, Gilgo Beach would forever be stained as a dumping ground for murder victims and synonymous with the search for a serial killer.
You worked New York a lot. We talked about this yesterday. You've covered the storms. You've done the specials about storms in New York and hurricane and potential damage. What's happening here?
Well, there's a few reasons why it takes so long for the power to get back up in New York. Number one, you got one of the oldest grids in the country. It was built back in the 1920s. And back then they had multiple utility providers, but then they all consolidated to what's now known as Con Ed.
What went wrong on that flight? And as you said, 228 people were aboard, so the search continues.
Indeed, Lauren Sivan, thanks for the update.
I don't think that obesity is that they're comparing it to age discrimination and racial discrimination. It's not the same. You weren't born that way, and there is something you can do about it. And if you're a private company, I think you have the right to hire who you want, especially if you think it's going to affect their job.
You have multiple neighborhoods on lockdown. People being told, do not leave your home. Do not answer the door unless it's a uniformed law enforcement officer. Do not go to work today. The transit has been stopped. Tell us now what law enforcement is doing.
Well, you described most of it.
3 Apollo 11 astronauts get to make the pitch in person to President Obama when they meet with him later today. In New York, Lauren Sivan, Fox News.